Welcome back, guys. You chose a good video to get involved in here. We're gonna have an exciting day. We're going to spread fertilizer in the black bean fields. Even more exciting than that, we've got a new toy to play with here. So we are gonna get that out. Andy and Kyle are gonna be coming over at about 11 o'clock this morning. So we need to have fertilizer spread so we can incorporate that into the soil, plus get black dirt going. All right, so what the agenda is today, we got to do a catch test for the fertilizer spreader. So look at this fancy setup here. We got our Tupperwares that come with the ProForce and fancy measuring cups. So basically, it's a spreader. So we're gonna lay these all out and see how it's spread and how wide it's spreading. So then for the season, we know what width. It shouldn't have changed from last year, but we're going to double check just because you never know. Maybe different fertilizer blend, which I know we are doing a little different fertilizer blend, might spread differently. So we're going to do that, do the catch test, make sure everything works. This is one of our harvested black bean fields. So our rotation on this in the future, I believe we are going to be doing corn next year, then corn on corn, then black beans again. So that's on our black bean field rotation. We're going to kind of do that to try to eliminate white mold spores, and that's just the rotation that guys seem to do. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to get set up for 2023. Hopefully this thing doesn't have an attitude this year. So far, I was excited for this fall also. Cody, we're gonna be chemists today.
I'm no expert.
Oh.
I think I failed science class too.
Did you?
Twice. Had to restart. Go back a year.
Really?
No.
Who is that, Brody? They're taking videos of us and waving like crazy. Hello! You remember how to do this? My radio's dying. I think he's too far away. Open the tarp, he says, highly recommended. My radio's dead. Rick! What's going on? Doing your route.
Hey, it won't fit in your mailbox in town, so I'm going to leave it out here.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I can take it now.
Well, I got to scan it over there.
All right. You just throw it in there.
I'll do that.
So it's pretty much dead calm out, so this is a perfect time to do this test just to see what we got for spreading. So I believe they're every 5 feet apart for, I think that's 110 feet actually. But each one of these buckets is going to catch how much fertilizer gets spread out, and if it tapers off towards the end, you know that's where you should set your swath with that. But I think what he's going to do is he's going to lock auto steer. He's going to come shooting through right here. We left the wheel tracks for him, and then I think he's going to turn around, lock auto steer, and spray back to see how much overlap we're getting, if we can spread the width out or not. I think that'll be a good way to attack it. So he's ready. Big fancy kit. But I'm sure Umberfirth probably bought out all the Dollar Generals and dollar stores for all those Rubbermaid containers. Then we'll dump it into this here thing, like I said before, measure it, and you'll know right where the fertilizer tapers off and how it's spread. You think he knows what he's doing?
I don't.
Is it coming out? Oh, I hear it. Holy cow. I've seen pellets flying way out here. Okay, he's got his auto steer set at 95 feet. So he's gonna spread back past here and see if there's any overlap. We're gonna dump them all in our little test catch pan, and then we'll see if we're overlapping too much. We'll see on this side where it tapers off at. As you can see, there's some fertilizer pellets in there. There's more fertilizer pellets, and as we get towards the center, there should be the average or the most. So let's get our catch pan. All right, we're gonna start with one being east. We'll fast forward this for you guys and just skip to the end. All right, so here's what we're seeing. You hold this so I can hold it the right way. All right, so here's center, and moving to the east, you can see how it tapers off, nice and even. Starts to taper off at that 45 feet. There's 50 feet out from the center, right?
Yep, 50.
So it's definitely tapering off.
Each one is 5 feet further out.
Okay, we're missing 2 because he had the drive right here. Here's going the other way, same thing, nice and even. And we're actually probably a little fuller on this end one, so maybe a little too much overlap. But with wind,
Yeah.
we could do this again and go to 100. That's only 2.5 feet extra each way.
Right. See if it's even still. I don't care.
Wider.
You guys have to move your line. Or we'll just double apply here. I don't.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
But overall, it's pretty cool to see this. I don't know how well the camera shows, but we're definitely getting 100% coverage. There's no doubt about that. But if there's ever a windy day where stuff might be blowing a little bit, it's maybe nice to have some leeway.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see last fall we made the judgment call to go to 95
And
instead
spread
of
all
90.
the acres the correct way.
Just for fun, we're gonna do 100 foot instead of 95 foot pass. So just farther apart. We're gonna see what that looks like, just for our own knowledge. Maybe then on a windier day he should be at 95, and on a calm day like today he could push it out to 100. Let's do this. All right, here is the catch test for the 100 foot apart. We're just gonna look at the overlap here side, because same thing on the east side, it definitely tapers off. But at 100 feet, they're still what I'd call all even. And he might have turned it on a little bit late, which would mean, so actually when he's 50 feet out, or if you're here and he's 50 feet that way, them pebbles are being whipped to the front of the machine basically, so it's actually spreading more forward of the machine just the way the spinners work. So I think he turned it on late, so we might have missed some pebbles. I'm thinking we're running 100 feet this fall. I think so. I like it. Spreading nice. Very nice. Treasure. Found that in a combine track actually. Luckily there was no bolts in it or something sharp. Done with that for another year. I'm very pleased with that turnout. I am, because if we can spread wider, it's less passes down the field, more acres per hour, and well, obviously you don't want to be over applying. It's just wasting money, especially with what fertilizer price has done lately. Kind of really been digging these black beans. It's so laid back. You can get stuff calibrated, set. If there's any issues, you can work them out.
It's true.
It's nice. It's way better than we got to combine beans in an hour.
Go.
Okay, so he's gonna do some cal
his
tests,
things.
I guess. So we'll let him do his thing.